Welcome back, guys, to Trails into Reverie, where last episode, the graveyard confrontation between C and Rean continued as Class 7 fended off the reborn ILF and started to overwhelm them with numbers, as Usus struck a C to shatter his mask, revealing his brother, Rufus Act, to be underneath it. With Rufus's group making their escape to end both groups' Act 2, his Act 3, Light in the Dark, then began aboard the Nine Valleys Argo piloted by Jingo, as Rufus's group talked over recent events before Lapis began to explore, with the passengers resting on their way to Crossbell. What's up? You changed your mind about that body mod? Not exactly. I was just curious. How much could you upgrade if I really asked you to? Can't say if I'd get my hands dirty, but I bet if you really wanted to, we could probably get all your parts swapped out. Guess we'd have to call in a specialist, though, on account of how obviously, well, special you are. Oh, I see. Thanks, I guess. What brought this on, anyway? Well, I was thinking earlier, if I exchanged my parts, would I still be me afterwards? Don't be silly. It'd take a lot more than changing out some nuts and bolts for you to turn into someone different. But what if we took out a lot of parts? What if I asked you to replace everything and there wasn't a single piece of me left from before? Could you still say that I'm the same person, then? That I'm still Lapis Rosenberg? You're asking some pretty big head scratches, Dolly. You got the wrong gal for that kind of philosophical conversation. Philosophical. Let me ask you this. At the end of the day, does it really matter? I don't know. That's what I want to figure out. I work with my fair share of colourful characters, but if you told me one day I'd be backing up Rufus Act, well, not that I'm complaining. Pay's good, and if nothing else, it'll make for some crazy stories when it's all said and done. Yes, it shall. I wonder if Swin has anything more to say about this. No.
I'm afraid this side of the deck is occupied. You'll have to sleep elsewhere.
I wasn't planning to sleep out here.
Oh? Then what's brought you outside?
I wanted to go stargazing. What about you?
I wanted to take in the night air.
Since we're both here, there's something I'd like to ask.
What is it?
I know that you're a famous man, but are you a good man or a bad man?
Bad, though that would be putting it mildly.
So very bad?
Very, very bad. I have used anything and everything to advance my interests, be it titles, fame, or even those pure of heart. There is little point in feigning a moral compass when human lives hold no value to me, or acting chivalrous when all that does is hinder me.
Do you still feel that way?
I do. I'm using you, Swin and Nadia, to bring my designs to fruition, am I not? I'm also using those we met in the capital, like my brother.
None of that sounds like something someone good would do, yes. You really are a very bad man.
I'm glad we could come to an understanding. So, armed with that knowledge, what do you intend to do?
Am I supposed to do something?
I suppose a doll has no reason to care if a human is good or evil.
Being a doll has nothing to do with it. But were you hoping I would admonish you? Or perhaps comfort you?
Of course not.
Okay, then I still intend to do nothing. Whether I praise you for your deeds as a hero, or chastise you for your misdeeds as a villain, it won't change you at your core. You are who you are.
Just how does humanity look through your lens for you to think in such simple terms?
I don't know. I can't answer that when I'm still learning about what it means to be human. All I can say is, I don't see if you're good or bad, where you're from, or how you were raised. I don't see what you've done or haven't done, what you possess or what you lack, because none of those are what make you exist as a person. So it can't be that you suddenly don't exist just because someone decides to reject those parts of you.
That's quite a philosophical approach to the matter. Or perhaps that objective thinking is the most one of artificial intelligence can fathom.
I don't know. How could I know? Just to me? Being is what makes a human a human.
Perhaps you're right.
And so, it's what makes you, you.
Perhaps you're right. I don't remember the exact moment I began to search for meaning in my life. My father elected to raise me as his own son, irrespective of the fact I was born because his wife laid with another man. He did so with the same ease he rejected his flesh and blood because he was born from a common woman. When I learned the truth, I finally understood that House Alberea wanted me not as a human being, but as a product of noble blood. It was so hard to bear that it made me sick. Was that all? Was that the only reason I existed? I refused to accept it. I couldn't take it. And as I turned my eyes from this terrible truth, a new, more terrible thought dawned upon me. If that was not the reason I existed, then what was? That was when I met him. It is said we seek that which we do not have. Through him, I sought the father I never had. I convinced myself that if I did as sons do and became more than he ever was, then I would understand the real reason for my existence. And there it was. At last, I had a goal, something to pursue. I stopped at nothing to make that goal a reality. There was no effort too ambitious, no principle too sacred to violate. But no matter what I did, it still wasn't enough. Everything I had done to secure my victory had led to a resounding, humiliating defeat. A defeat at the hands of my own brother, who, despite his unfortunate upbringing, had grown into someone strong and true. I envied him for that, but perhaps I should have known all along that a mere product could never hope to have a real, genuine purpose. The whole predicament would have been worth a laugh had it not been so deeply painful. Why am I here? What is my reason for being? Who am I?
You are who you are. I don't see what you've done or haven't done, what you possess or what you lack, because none of those are what make you exist as a person. Just to me, being is what makes a human a human.
Such nonsense. I thought you weren't planning to sleep out here. I'm unsure if dolls are capable of catching colds, but I believe you've taken in the stars enough for one night.
Are you all prepared? Ready to go anytime? We're good at this stuff. I don't know what we're preparing for, but I'll give it my best. Our interest will be best served if you say nothing at all. Okay then, I'm gonna make a landing. Service is doing it. We're landing at the airport? Nah. Yes? Oh. Wait a second. Yeah, we don't have to be all subterfugey. Do we? Oh, are you authorized to be here? We could just walk right in the door. That makes sense. Your Excellency! What is the meaning of this? You stand in the presence of our supreme leader. We informed you in advance of our arrival. Why were you not ready and waiting? Our deepest apologies. There's no need to be quite so harsh. These are good men. This airport has only been under their jurisdiction for a few days. It takes time to adjust to new responsibilities. You are merciful, Your Excellency. We will ready a car for you at once. No need. I've arranged for one personally, so remain here and continue your duties. Yes, Your Excellency. What a bizarre experience. Not everyone gets to be their own imposter. It's hilarious. Good on you for figuring it out, boss. Well, I wasn't lying about them being good. It won't be long before they learn the truth from their superiors and come after us. We shouldn't remain in the city any longer than is needed. Kinda to scope out the place first though, right? I suppose. We'll have to make it a brief tour before continuing on for the Mines Mountain path. Does part of scoping out mean inspecting all the restaurants? That's gonna have to wait till next time. Oh my goodness, it's a Crossbell patrol again! Makes sense. Alright, I got this stuff from Jingo. What is it? A farewell gift, apparently. A custom rod and a custom spooler, fishing bait times 10. What do you think, we're off on a picnic or something? What's a picnic? Ha, you are too darn cute, LP. No point in looking a gift horse in the mouth. Let's use it. We'll look like tourists or something. Good for camo. Indeed. I'll leave its use to your discretion. Just try not to stand out too much. Got it. It might be nice to take a breather every now and then. Swin and Nadia can now fish. Rufus is now in stealth mode. Rufus will move about the city in stealth mode due to Ramda's functionality. Note that when Rufus is the party leader in town, he cannot be seen by others or use shops. Rufus with mask. Rufus shirt. I quite like this, Rufus.
Very well.
Okay.
Time to
We
go.
ran around us then. On guard.
My turn.
On it.
Right, obviously we can't leave. This is Ursula Road, not the direction we need to head in. Once we've done our rounds within the city, let us make for the mountain path. Oh no. Terrifying. Are we going to get new books? Please don't, because I've already got 2. Reading 4 would be literally an entire episode. They're already half an episode. They're long episodes too. So, we are here in Crossbell. Another patrol seems to be about to begin. We don't know how many sections of Crossbell we can go through, but it's time to find out how indoctrinated everyone is. Who is? Who isn't? I guess are the questions, really. The other question for me, apart from that, I was going to say, is anything like moved over? No, but these do count as going along with the other book, because you can see the ticks there as well, so we know that. Okay then, let's move on. Before I do, let me just say, making Rufus a Trails protagonist is great. It really is. On the basis of all our Trails protagonists so far have been like the dumb, unobservant to like the relationships of people around them type that are really obviously super good and happy, but they may have their issues and they may have their trials to overcome. Having someone more on the grey or dark side of things is refreshing. Because, you know, of course they keep that on the Ouroboros side of the spectrum. But now, there is a question as to how other people will react to him, though, as the story goes on, for the things that he has done. That's for certain. This road leads to Crossbell City. Stay on guard. Thanks, guy. There's no reason to swing by Crossbell Station. There is a reason, it's trying. You don't see passenger trains run through anymore. There was a time when you see all kinds of trains coming and going. I hope those days aren't gone for good. Now I don't know if whatever's going on has got you or not. Maybe you're so accepting of things being done, I don't know. Can't go into the geofront. Way, we've done a whole section of Crossbell. We're so fast. I don't know how many people are going to be around when I think about it.
So, where should we start our search? The administrative district? could be flying a little too close to the sun, but then again, sometimes that's what you gotta do to nab something juicy.
Very astute. Indeed, the higher the risk, the greater the reward.
Now then, I don't see why we shouldn't go there at some point, personally.
What do we have to check out? Special Sports Section buildings over there. It seems the administrative district is our next location. So we'll start from down here, shall we? Oh, are you worried about me? It's okay, Daddy's at work and Mummy's in Michelin, so she can't come home yet. I know it's scary since the city's acting all weird. We gotta keep tough, though. Be as tough as can be. The SSS isn't sad just because things are scary, right? So we can't get sad either. Let's keep smiling, cop. Meow. Besides, I got you with me, and that's reason enough to smile. We got this. The beautifulest black cat. Oh, wait a second. No, that's Celine. Celine, you heard nothing. You're not here. I'm not cheating on you. Oops. I still definitely identify her more as cat than girl, but depends what she identifies as, I guess. Look at all those people kissing the Supreme Leader's supreme ass. Hard to believe nearly everyone's falling for that nonsense. There's got to be more to it, but I'd rather stay the hell out of it and keep my hands clean. I'm cheating on my own cat? Yeah, well. She caught a bird this morning. She's in our bad books. She's got a bell on her neck again. Bad cat. Stop catching birds. I believe nearly everyone's fallen for that nonsense. There's got to be more to it, but I'd rather stay the hell out of it and keep my hands clean. She hadn't caught a bird in such a long time. Right, the bullfire's still there. That's, well, Z stuff. There is some upgraded gear. Not by much. I guess we should shop around first, but we do have a fair bit of money. Actually, that said, how much mass do we have? So we got like 50k still. Patrol! The door is locked. This is precisely. And seeing as it appears to be vacant, we'd best be on our way. Oh, landed in the SSS building then. Oh no, I feel about plans to unify the continent by force. Sounds a little too close to what Dieter Croix tried. Never mind, I should have said that. The Supreme Leader is a true man of means who knows how to get things done. I've got nothing to worry about so long as he's the one leading us, I just know it. Did his true feelings seep out for a second and then like... Or is he just worrying about other people overhearing him? What's the strange feeling I'm getting? Am I just imagining things? I better keep sharp. Oh, you're already plenty sharp. I'll do whatever I can to spot any suspicious groups that may try and disrupt today. And what's going on today, specifically? The United Nation of Crossbell. United nothing. Ain't no way you can achieve peace by forcing other nations under you. Then again, I think the Supreme Leader might actually be able to do it. No. I'm not getting duped by that blondie. There's people that are like on the fringe of having their brain there. How does he not get that? All he's done is hurt us. I like that, the question. Our Supreme Leader's going to help us achieve true independence at long last. I just know it. As long as he's guiding us, I can hand out these balloons with pride. It's in the eyes, is it? Maybe. The ones that have really been taken by it. I've had my eye on the latest vacuum cleaner from Zeiss Central Factory. She doesn't know anything's going on. She just cares about vacuums still. I was finally going to pick one up, but it turns out they're sold out of it here. And with the current situation in the state, there's no telling when they'll get more in stock. Talk about bad luck. If only I made up my mind sooner, I might have gotten one in time. Oh well, what's done is done, and now we just have to be patient. This whole lockdown preventing us from leaving the city reminds me of when we were in the independent state of Crossbell. It's still a big urban city, so it could be worse, but still, hard to deny that it feels like a noose is tightening around our city. Maybe it's in the eyes, we'll find out. I get the feeling most of the citizens approve of what Rufus Act is doing, but me, I couldn't be more opposed to it. I'll admit that when I think of that dancer at the end of his big speech, my mind starts to fade out. What am I thinking? Maybe all the long hours I've been putting in since the end of the war are catching up to me. You know, I'm always asking a lot out of Wendy and Chaco. Times are tough enough as it is. I think I'll send them home early once we close up shop today and take care of the office work myself. I wonder what determines someone of being so strong of will or not. I was wondering if it is being strong of will that they managed to resist this brainwashing. Oh, Chaco got. We haven't exactly had a lot of customers coming through the door lately. I wonder how much longer this occupation is going to drag on. I hope it ends soon, or not. Phew. Just look like your eyes are just peed off then. At the very least, I hope this doesn't lead to another war. We need to do whatever we can to avoid that. That's why the other country should just surrender to us already. That way we won't have any more. Oh, she is under it. What was I saying just now? Maybe it was my imagination. It's insidious. Is it me, or was I saying something really weird just a minute ago? Maybe it was my imagination. So maybe she does have the eyes for that reason. I don't know what I need anymore, so we'll just buy it. Wendy's fine. Hi, welcome to... Oh, it's not often we have kids your age coming in by themselves. Just between you and me, if you're the good kids I think you are, you should stay home where it's safe right now. I don't know what the deal is with that Rufus guy's speeches they keep playing on the monitor cards around downtown. But they seem to be brainwashing people into following his every word. Be careful. Anyway, if you kids get into any trouble, I'll try to help you the best I can. I know some good people, and I'm sure we could find a way to help you, even if we have to keep it on the down low. My, how generous. We'll keep that in mind. She's friendly, isn't she? Well connected if she knows people who are working underground. Chaco has started to say some really bizarre things lately. I don't know what's gotten into her head, but it's not good, that's for sure. I should buy and upgrade this, shouldn't I? It's so good. Magic Reflect, all defense ADF up, large for 4 turns. I put that on and I feel comfy. Comfy? I can strengthen my weapons now, finally, though. So it's currently a remnant sword, I take it. 10 U material? I don't have a lot of U material in these guys. So I should do yours, and yours. And the tri-needles when I can then. But that's ATS. Oh man, should have done that. How am I going to get more U materials? No! We need a quest or something. Crescent Mirror R requires 2 Crescent Mirrors. And Crescent Mirror SR requires 2 Crescent Mirror Rs. I'm almost super tempted, but hoping I'll just come across it, do you know what I mean? The Crescent Mirror is ridiculous. My comfiest spell. Oh my god, that Rufus, our Supreme Leader is so hot. Ready? That's Supreme Leader Rufus to you. We want to go disrespecting our man's new title. You're totally right. Just one look at him must be burning up. I said it before and I'll say it again. Rufus is just the dreamiest. And that dark red cloak over that hot white military uniform. Delish. I almost thought she was talking about you. It's flattering enough to me, but no. He's the dreamiest. Of course, I knew they'd be the easiest to, fall for that. I don't know how I can ever thank you. Even if it was only temporary, I didn't think I'd ever get hired as your vice manager. Please, as far as I'm concerned, I get to borrow an incredibly talented worker's abilities. Times are difficult for us all right now, so maybe we combine our wisdom and get through it as a team. Thank you, sir. Whatever you need, I'll be there to help. I'd never been hired if this place's only concern was turning a profit. I'm nothing if not grateful. I need to ensure my staff's mental health is hanging in there. Tensions have been high between those in opposition to the Supreme Leader and those in support of him. I wonder if Pearl is doing alright in Armorica. Janetta's been acting kinda strange. Materia was supposed to be due back soon and everything. Just how long will we have to put up with this? Yeah, if you're telling me that's all the material I'm going to get in my life, I'll be upset. I want to see a proper romance like between her and Machias. If the United Nation of Crossbell comes to pass, that would also mean that the Chancellor's ambitions came true. Maybe I should consider becoming an official Crossbellum. But at this rate, it might be Dudley and Machias. I never thought Crossbell would find itself isolated from the rest of Zemuria all over again. We became independent, were forced into being an imperial province, and now, at this point, I may as well get used to it. I've only got a handful of trade routes within Crossbell that will help me scrape together enough products to sell. Yes, we all know that Dudley's married to his guns, though. We became independent, we're forced into being an imperial province, and now, at this point, I may as well just get used to it. Yeah. Okay, I'll buy your stuff. I'll buy this hot chili pecky. I buy everything once. This is the rule of trades. Now, are there or are there not new books? Janella usually doesn't care much about politics and the like. It's what makes her obsession with the Supreme Leader very unusual, to put it mildly. I'm getting depressed at just the thought of going home. This was supposed to be the start of our happy life together, but all she talks about is Supreme Leader Rufus. Oh my goodness. I'm getting depressed at just the thought of going home. Isn't he just like totally delish? Oh, you can, if you miss them, you can buy them again. That's new though. That's not, but I might as well buy it again. I think I've already bought these, but I guess I'm just making something else new again. I don't even know. I think it's the same stuff and I'm just buying everything again. That's basically it. Crossbell unified under a new system. A PS5. Crossbell Times Special. Special issue. The United Nation Crossbell's new system of governance. 4 days have passed since the signing ceremony. In that time, Crossbell's political situation has shifted dramatically. Although communications and the flow of goods remain disrupted, we at the Crossbell Times would like to take this opportunity to better inform readers about what is taking place using information as verifiably accurate as possible under current conditions. The new center of government. After declaring the establishment of the United Nation of Crossbell at the signing ceremony, a new government has assumed control of the region. The effort is led by Supreme Leader Rufus Act, who previously occupied the seat of Governor General for 2 years. His sudden re-emergence has come as a shock to citizens, as have some of the central figures in his new administration. Chief among them is Dieter Croix, Crossbell's one-time former president who led its previous independence bid. Joining him are Garcia and Rossi, the former head of Mafia Syndicate Reverie, which previously controlled half of Crossbell City's underworld, and renowned dancer Ilya Platier, dressed in something far more sinister than her usual arc-en-ciel attire. Myriad questions persist surrounding the circumstances of this patchwork of figures standing shoulder to shoulder with the Supreme Leader. When and how did Croix and Rossi emerge from their imprisonment? Likewise, the exact identity of the masked armored figure lurking among them is still under investigation here at the Crossbell Times. Legislature suspended. Yesterday, the new government announced that it would be officially suspending the authority of the provincial legislature, arguing that with over half of its members missing, including Speaker McDowell, the body effectively could not function. With central authorities now in full command of all governmental authority, it remains to be seen what, if any, power the legislature has left. Similarly, the day after the aborted signing ceremony, the Crossbell Police and Guardian Force were also suspended on a semi-permanent basis, putting the new administration in effective control of Crossbell for all intents and purposes. State of alert to persist. As of the signing ceremony, the entirety of Crossbell remains on high alert. City institutions, as well as St. Ursula Medical College, continue to operate, though Michelin is closed to the public. By extension, the new government has stationed security forces, officially referred to as the Ebon Defense Force, at critical points around the region. Ominously, Zauber soldiers have also been seen operating among them. According to the government's public relations department, the EDF is its most elite unit, its members highly trained and outfitted with the latest equipment to perform their duties. The Helmord, regarded as the latest Zauber Soldat model, is alleged to boast vastly superior power output and endurance compared to the traditional Sorg and Melgear models, as well as individual firepower several orders of magnitude higher than that seen in the Imperial Army's Panzer Soldat units. Such posturing could signal that the government is guarding against possible military interference from both the Erebonian Empire and Republic of Calvard. Some sources additionally indicate that in neighboring regions outside of Crossbell City, intermittent resistance efforts against the new government are underway. Among them are rumored to be remnants of the officially dismantled Guardian Force. Citizens' reaction. Though some Crossbellans have criticized the way in which the United Nations government took power, a surprising majority appears to accept the new administration. Many citizens also expressed support of the government's proposed political course of action moving forward, perhaps due to their long-suppressed dreams of independence reaching a fever pitch at last. Partly as a result of this support, the turmoil that was expected to arise as the result of the dramatic takeover has been better contained than initially anticipated. Furthermore, as the state of alerts remains in effect, a communications blackout continues to be enforced across the entire region, making it impossible to ascertain the current state of affairs in the outside world. Even so, one of our reporters who left Crossbell immediately prior to the signing ceremony is believed to be still carrying out her journalistic duties from abroad. Once we manage to re-establish contact with her, we'll be sure to give our readers the latest news about what's happening internationally. Special Sports Section remains missing. As for the Special Sports Section and their cohorts who were last seen resisting Supreme Leader Rufus's uprising at the signing ceremony, their whereabouts have yet to be ascertained. In these circumstances that bear a great resemblance to the independence bid made 2 years ago, all eyes are on them, both citizen and government alike, waiting for them to make their next move. The Crossbell Times will report on their movements as such information becomes available. The best thing when I was reading that is I don't think anyone noticed what was happening in the camera. Somehow, no one noticed. That's cool. Anyway, it was weird. No new books. Oh, we did. Just no one spoke of the war. That's it, yeah. Right, they did notice. And I got a cup of tea out of it. Thank you very much. Just why is Southwark so against the Supreme Leader? There's no one out there who's thinking of our future more than that wonderful man. Whatever, I guess. I'll just keep chipping away at him at home until he agrees. There's no one out there who's thinking of our future more than that wonderful man. Southwark's just being contrarian. Yeah, that's the one. Whatever, I guess. I'll just keep chipping away at him at home until he agrees. He's a contrarian.